Something I mentioned on this channel before, but I've never gone into detail about is the sinking fund. What is a sinking fund? Let's talk about it. I go by the name of Q. If you're unfamiliar, if you are familiar, shout out to you and welcome back. Sinking funds is something that I'm a huge advocate for, and I'll give you an easy few examples right now. The roof on my house is about 10 years old. When I bought my house, the inspector checked it out. He said this roof has about 10 years of age on it, so you may want to replace it in another 10 years because on average, a roof only lasts 20 years. 30 years if you're lucky, but on average, 20 years is the lifespan of a roof. You got 10, so what you want to do is start saving for that replacement now. Instead of waiting 10 years and then having to put a large sum of money down on a roof, start saving now, right? 10 years, however many months 10 years is, take that amount of months and divide it by the amount of the total of a roof replacement and set that amount aside every single month until you have that amount there. So when it's time to replace that roof, you have it. You don't have to worry about it. It's a no-brainer. That's it. You just take the money out the sinking fund and pay for that roof replacement. The easiest sinking fund that most people will usually do is for vehicles, right? And that's how I purchase all my vehicles for the most part. Every vehicle I purchase, I just know, okay, the car I'm in now, which I talked about in my previous video, is a 2016 with 100,000 miles. Yes, it has a new engine now, but that still won't tell me anything. I still know I may need to replace this car in 5 to 10 years. So whatever car I want to buy in the future, however much it costs, start saving for that vehicle now. So when it's time to replace that vehicle, you have the money. It's no different. I've done that when I bought my house, right? The down payment, we wanted to save $20,000. So we did that over the span of 18 months. We started off with like $800 a month. Then we started getting a little more aggressive because we're paying attention to the market, whatever, and we start putting $1,300. But month over month over month, you save that amount of money until you get the desired total, and then you go out there and purchase whatever you want to purchase with that total. You can have a sinking fund for anything. Like if you want to save for a MacBook, I know I did that. A MacBook is about $2,200. You put $50 aside every single month until you get to where you're trying to get to. That's it. That's all. Sinking funds are super simple, but yet people don't do it because I don't know. I always say proper preparation prevents poor performance. It just sets you up to be in a better position long term if you save for certain things, if you give yourself grace, if you're patient enough. Same thing with Christmas gifts. I was saving for Christmas since January, right? Christmas happens the same time every single year, but yet we're surprised. We're caught off guard like, oh my God, it's December 25th. I can't believe Christmas rolled around so fast. Like, wow. I don't get it. Sinking funds save you from overspending. Sinking funds save you from being reactive. Sinking funds save you from going into debt potentially. That's why I'm a huge advocate for it. Like I'm gonna always be a fan of the sinking fund because at the end of the day, it's more of a responsible thing to do, right? If you want to be responsible with your money, it's important to have sinking funds and to develop the ability or the skill set of saving because it is a skill set. It takes discipline to save money. It takes patience to save money, especially if it's a large sum of money because we ain't all balling like that. I know I'm not. We not all balling like that where we could just drop big stacks of money on whatever we're trying to buy. We have to save up for things. We have to save up for things, and the best way to do that is with a sinking fund. So hopefully that explains it. I don't want to drag this video out because it's really that simple. It's really that simple. Like I can't even get more simplified than that. Like hopefully that makes sense. I currently have 2 sinking funds going. I have a sinking fund going for my car, my new next car. I'm actually going to buy the car that I want, and I'm actually saving up for a roof replacement. Those are the 2 main sinking funds that I have. Everything else is a non-factor for me because we can only spend what we have, right? I'm not big on taking out unnecessary debts or taking out big loans when who wants to pay all that interest? That's the thing. Who wants to pay all of that interest? So give that some thought. Consider a sinking fund if you've never started one, and I promise you it'll set you up for prosperity if you stick to it. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Also follow me on IG. Q Makes It Happen on Instagram. Go show your boy some love. And if you want to become a member of the Q Crew, click that join button down below. Become a member of the Q Crew where you get more one-on-one from me, exclusive content, and there's also a way to support the channel. I go by the name of Q, and like I always say, if Q can make it happen, you can make it happen. I'll holla at y'all next video.